Good morning, all. I am Dr. Dhoniba Ishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, KR from Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about 35th session of Biochemistry, which belongs to Chemistry 8, Paper 8 of Metabolism of 6th semester BSc. In this session, I am going to discuss about the protein metabolism. In protein metabolism, I have to discuss about the general aspect of amino acid degradation, in which the transamination, deamination, and decarboxylation processes. In this session, I have to discuss detail these. Now let us one by one. First one is nothing but metabolism of protein. The proteins are hydrolyzed into their constituents amino acid. Usually nothing but the polymer of amino acid is nothing but called as a protein. When amino acid combine together to form that is a large or huge molecular mass, that is called as proteins. When protein is undergoing hydrolysis to form that is amino acids during the digestion. Usually the protein is supplied in the form of food and that undergo a digestion, and that protein undergo a breakdown and to form that is a constituents amino acid. These amino acids are then utilized for there are two utilization there, two purpose that amino acids are used. First one is the synthesis of proteins. Another next there is a complex molecules, or there is a useful molecules for normal growth of the organism. That proteins synthesis will be utilized. Second one is the synthesis of nitrogen containing biomolecules. The synthesis of nitrogen containing biomolecules like purines, pyrimidine, heme, bile acids, etc. The surplus amino acids then used for to derive the metabolic energy. About 10% of the daily energy required is met by the amino acids only. Therefore, we get there is a energy, total energy in day, every day. No, out of that is a total energy 100%. Out of 100%, the 10% energy will be a get from that is a protein by digestion from that is a amino acids. Now here you have to see here. First, this is the dietary proteins. When dietary the food contains that is the proteins we have to eat. These are the get that is the amino acids, and these amino acids reversibly converted into endogenous tissue proteins. It convert that is a endogenous tissue protein, and it is also converted into that is the other nitrogenous products. And third one is the third major is nothing but it convert into a in presence of that is a transaminase, it convert into alpha keto acids. Alpha keto acids, then this alpha keto acids is transferred to a TCA cycle. TCA cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle, and in which the carbon dioxide and water will be liberated in presence of TCA cycle using a electron transfer chain. In this process it will be a convert. Again, this alpha keto acids also converted into glucose or polysaccharides. It is converted into just like a carbohydrates in form that is glucose or polysaccharides. Again, this alpha keto acids that also converted into lipids or like a triglycerides in which that alpha keto acids convert. And in presence of that is a alpha keto glutarate. Then this is the in presence of that is here one that is a byproduct, another will be get. This is the keto acids, another will be form that is a glutamate. Therefore, amino acid here usually the glutamate. This glutamate undergo a transamination in presence of that is a glutamate dehydrogenase to form that is a alpha keto glutarate. Alpha keto glutarate again combined with that is a amino acid which is comes from that is a food, and here it form that is again cycling the alpha keto acids and some glutamate will be formed. And another there is a byproduct here, your glutamate dehydrogenation. In this process ammonia will be formed. Then ammonia this combined with there is a carbon dioxide in presence of the ATP molecule to form that is a carbamyl phosphate. Carbamyl phosphate. And this carbamyl phosphate undergo a urea cycle. It undergo a urea cycle in which last stage that is urea will form, and that urea is that can be removed from the body, from the animal, in the form of that is the urine or wastewater, whatever may be, that can be excreted in the form excreted from the after the urea cycle. This cycle will be a continue. Here simple in this protein metabolism. First we have to take that is a food, or that is a food we have taken in the form of our diet you have to taken in the form of proteins, and that is converted into under digestion. First it convert that is a simple amino acids. In simple amino acids convert into that is a three main product it convert. These are the three uses, that is conversion will be takes. One is nothing but endogenous tissue proteins will be formed, and another one is it is used for that is a conversion of other nitrogenous product, and third one is it react with that is a alpha ketoglutarate, and to form that is a two product here. One is alpha keto acids and another one is glutamate. Here alpha keto acids, further it is undergo a TCA cycle, tricarboxylic acid or Krebs cycle, in which the final product will be a carbon dioxide in water in presence of electron chain, that is a electron transfer chain system, and some of the keto acids that we convert into a glucose, or that is a polysaccharides, and some of that is it is converted further it is into a lipids. Now here next, here another that is product glutamate, it is further it is a deamination will be process. It is a cyclic process using that is a glutamate dehydrogenase as a catalyst. It convert two products. One is alpha ketoglutarate, it will be again combined with that is alpha amino acid, and its cycle will be complete. And another byproduct will be formed, that is ammonia. It react with carbon dioxide in presence of the ATP molecule to form that is a carbamyl phosphate, and this carbamyl phosphate is undergo a urea cycle, in which the last end product will be formed as a urea, and that urea will be secreted, excreted or removed from the body in the form of wastewater or urine, whatever may be. This is about that is a protein metabolism actually. Therefore, I say that is here amino acid metabolism is a complex, because each of the 20 amino acid metabolism is a complex, because each of the 20 amino acids are often metabolized by more than one pathway, and wide variety of metabolic reactions exist for that is the amino acids. Even though here it is converted into amino acid, complex molecule will be converted into amino acid, and several that is the metabolic reactions will be takes place. Now here some of the general metabolic reactions of amino acids are given here that can be occurred. First one is goes to removal of amino acid group. Second one is removal of carboxylic acid group, because amino acid contains there is a two groups. One is basic group, that is amino group, and another one is carboxylic acid group. And here there are two processes will be there. Removal of that is the amino group, and second that is a process. Second step is nothing but removal of carboxylic acid, or decarbonylation reaction will be takes place. Therefore, it is a removal of amino acid. It is also called as a deamination. We say that is a deamination. Okay. Now here coming to that is the first one, removal of amino group. Removal of amino group. How it is remove the amino group? This is accompanied by the transamination and deamination. The removal of amino acid that can be obtained by using two methods, and one is nothing but transamination. Transamination means transfer of amino acid from one group to other group. That will be called as a transamination. And another one is deamination. Deamination means totally remove the amino group from that reactor and to form that is product, that is called as a deamination. Therefore, we say that removal of amino group and this takes place, that can be occurred or that can be followed or obtained by using a transamination and deamination. The remaining portion of the amino acid is called that is only carbon skeleton. Only carbon, that is after that is a removal of that is a amino acid, amino group by deamination or transamination, only it form that is a carbon skeleton containing that is a carboxylic group also that will be takes place, and then it is a completely hydrolyzed, that is a completely oxidized. Therefore, it contain only, after that is remove the that is amine group, then it contains that is only carbon skeleton containing that is oxygen also, that can be undergo oxidized and to form that is a carbon dioxide water via that is a TCA cycle. TCA is nothing but tricarbolic acid cycle, or it is also called as a Krebs cycle, or it is also called as a um, that is a Krebs cycle or TCA cycle. Okay, and are converted into carboxylate or fat. This is converted into via carboxylate or fat. This will be takes place. Now coming to that is a first one is method is removal of amino acid is transamination. The reaction in which transfer of amino group from one amino acid to the keto group, keto acid. Here, the reaction in which the transfer of that is amino group from one amino acid to the keto acid in presence of transaminase as a enzyme. Transaminase as a enzyme, as a result to form that is a new keto acid and new amino acid. This reaction is called as a transamination. Here simple is that the all transaminase requires that is a uh, pyridoxal pyrophosphate. Pyridoxal pyrophosphate, it is called as a PLP. PLP means that is a pyridoxal phosphate. That is a PLP coenzyme for their activity. Now here, what happened here? First you have to take that is the amino acid here. This is the original amino acid. It is treated with that is a alpha keto acid. Alpha keto acid. This is the R is nothing but any long chain aliphatic carbon, that is a skeleton, and here alpha keto. This is the alpha position. A keto group will be there, and this is the acid. Acid, it is a just one hydrogen is replaced. Therefore, this like. Then here what happened? This amino group present, no, this is also a alpha amino acid, because at alpha carbon atom the amino group will be there, and this is also called as a keto acid. It is called as a alpha keto acid. The transfer of alpha amino group to the alpha keto acid. This is the exchange, interchange will be takes place here. This keto group will be a condensed here and amino group will be a condensed here. Therefore, it is a interconversion of the group at alpha position. A processing will take place by transaminase as an enzyme to form that is a new keto acid, new alpha keto acid, and a new alpha amino acid. And this is the form, and this process is called as a transamination. What is mean by transamination? They may ask simple. The reaction unit is transfer of amino group from one that is from amino acid to keto acid in presence of a transaminase as a catalyst to form that is a new keto acid and a new amino acid respectively, and this is the reaction is called as a transamination. And this is enzyme is required, that is a PLP, that is a that is a pyridoxal phosphate. Now here simple one amino acid, it is amino acid is converted into keto acid, alpha keto acid, and alpha keto acid reactant is converted into amino. Therefore, this will be converted here and this will be converted here, or just it is a exchanging, that is a keto and amino group, ammonium group in the during the alpha amino acid, and that is a alpha keto acid, and this reaction is called as a transamination. Now coming to that is an example, or that is a specific example I quote here. That is I have taken, that is a general reaction by using a amino acid. Here a transamination reaction between L-glutamate and pyruvate. L-glutamate and pyruvate. L-glutamate is nothing but this like here, L-glutamate. This is the COH group here, and then it is this is also called as a alpha amino acid, because here this is the alpha carbon atom and it is called as a alpha amino acid, and it is a L form. It is a rotate towards the plane polarized light towards the left. Therefore, it is called as a L-glutamate. And this is the pyruvate is nothing but it is a alpha keto acid. Alpha keto acid, it is a pyruvate. Here R is taken in that is a CH3, and here this group R is taken as a CH2 and COO minus. Then taken this, and this will be formed, and in it is converted just glutamate pyruvate transaminase it takes place, or that is alanine amino transferase PLP it is takes place, and to form what happen, it converts, that is a ammonium ion in place, that is a keto, that is a keto group will be there, and in place of the keto group, that is amino group will be there. This will be it is a new, that is alpha keto glutarate will be formed, and this is the alanine is formed. This is the alanine. The pyruvate is converted into alanine. That is it is a L form, alanine. It is a alanine, but pyruvate is converted into alanine, and that is here L-glutamate is converted into alpha keto glutarate. Alpha keto glutarate. This is a new, that is a two keto acid, and that is a amino acid will be formed, and this by this process is called as a transamination. Now next comes, that is a B, second method for, that is a removal of amino group, deamination. The reaction in which removal of amino group in the form of ammonium ion. The reaction in which the removal of amino group in the form of ammonium ion leading to the formation of keto acid is called, that is a deamination. Here simple, a process, a reaction in which removal of amino group in the form of ammonium ion leading to form, that is a keto acid is called, that is a deamination. After here removal of D means removal, ammonia in the form of ammonium ion, and in place of that the keto group will be inserted. This process is called as a deamination. Therefore, in examination they may ask what is mean by deamination. Give an example, means that you have to able to write the reaction in which removal of amino group from the amino acid in the form of ammonium ion leading to the formation of keto acid is called, that is a deamination. And example for this, the deamination can be done using, that is a two steps, again two types. These can be, the deamination also can be done by using a two types, namely that is oxidative and non-oxidative. Oxidative means addition of oxygen, from that by removal of amino group will be takes place, and non-oxidative means without adding the oxygen we can remove the ammonium ion is called, that is a deamination by using non-oxidative. Now first one is coming to, that is a oxidative deamination. The alpha amino group funneled with into, or that is treated with, or it is reacted with into a glutamate by transamination, then it is released a ammonia by the action of glutamate dehydrogenase. This enzyme can be under either NAD plus or NADPH. That is here nicotinamide adenosine diphosphate. That is it is a reduced form. It is oxidized form, or that is a nicotinamide adenosine diphosphate. That is in oxidized form as a coenzyme, and present is present in the mitochondrial matrix. Now here in the simple, the oxidative deamination means the simple takes place. First, this is the glutarate is the amino acid. This is the alpha amino acid, in which by it is hydrolysis will be takes place. First, it is hydrolysis, and in presence of that is NAD plus oxidized. That is oxidized form here. Oxidized form there. Therefore, it is oxidized form means it should be easily to reduce. This undergo oxidation and it will be undergo reduction. Therefore, this can be NAD plus is converted into reduced form, oxidized form into reduced form, and therefore this oxidized form is help to oxidation of this. Therefore, during this the NAD plus is converted into NADH. It is reduced form, plus hydrogen is liberated, and here ammonium is removed, and condensing there is oxygen here in the that is alpha portion, that will be a convert, and therefore we say there is a glutarate is converted into alpha keto glutarate. Alpha keto glutarate will be formed by using this process. This is called as a oxidative deamination. What is mean by oxidative deamination means just not necessary to explain all this. First you have to say that is here glutarate or amino acid undergo a hydrolysis in presence of the oxygen, that is a reducing agent. Reducing agent, that is NAD plus, and that will be undergo a it is oxidizing agent to form, that is oxidation here, and that undergo a reduction, and to form that is NADH plus H, and alpha ketoglutarate will be formed with liberation of ammonium ion. A second example is nothing, second method is nothing but deamination, that is called as a non-oxidative, that is hydrolytic amino acid can be undergo a direct deamination. Hydrolytic means just the addition of that is remove the that is hydrolytic amino acids in which deamination will takes place. Here first example is serine. When serine, this is the serine, this is the alpha amino acid, and serine dehydrogenase and PLP, it is takes place in presence of PLP. It form that is ammonium ion. It will be a remove, and to form that is a OH group is added here. Ammonium ion will be separate, and it form that is a pyruvate. Serine alpha amino acid is converted into that is a pyruvate by undergoing a non-oxidative or that is hydroxy amino acid. Here hydroxy amino acid is nothing but it is a serine actually. Sorry, here hydroxy amino acid can be undergo a direct deamination, means it is a serine is also called as a hydroxy amino acid. Here hydroxy amino acid will be there, and from that direct serine and dehydrogenase PLP, that is a pyridoxal phosphate, which will be a under presence of this it form that is a pyruvate with liberation of ammonium ion. Second example is nothing but threonine. It is again hydroxy amino acid. It contains a hydroxy group. There is two hydroxy group present. It again that is hydroxy alpha amino acid. At alpha carbon atom amino group, and that is carboxylic group will be there. Therefore, this is the alpha amino acid, and it contains that is hydroxy groups are there. Two hydroxy groups are there, and therefore it is called as a threonine. This undergo a threonine dehydrogenase in presence of that is a PLP. This molecule, ammonium molecule, undergo a removal, that is ammonium plus ion, and in which here that is a keto group will be present. That is here alpha. It is alpha keto butyrate will be formed. Alpha keto butyrate will be formed. This is the second method for that is a deamination of that is the amino acid. Now next that is a decarboxylation reaction. Second type of that is removal of carboxylic acid, that is called as a decarboxylation reaction. The reaction in which amino acid undergo a decarboxylation reaction, in which presence of the amino acid decarboxylates to form that is a primary amine is called that is a decarboxylation reaction. Decarboxylation means those amino acid which undergo a decarboxylation reaction in presence of that is the amino acid decarboxylase. The amino acid decarboxylates as an enzyme to form that is the amino acid converted into primary amine by removing that is a carbon dioxide, and that is called as a decarboxylation. D means removal and carboxylation means carbon dioxide from this reactant, and to form a product is called that is a decarboxylation reaction. Here the alpha amino acid generally it is taken. This is the alpha amino acid. R will be any alkyl group. Then amino acid decarboxylates. It is a enzyme. During this the carbon dioxide is removed and hydrogen will be formed, and it will be like a primary amine will be formed, and this reaction is called as a decarboxylation reaction. What is mean by decarboxylation reaction of amino acid means simply you have to say that is a this amino acid undergo a that is a amino acid decarboxylation reaction, and to form that is a primary amine with liberation of carbon dioxide. Now example for this the L-glutamate, this undergo a glutamate decarboxylase to form that is a gamma amino butyrate plus carbon dioxide will be liberated. The gamma amino butyrate will be formed, and plus that is carbon dioxide will be liberated. Second one is serine, in which that is a carbon dioxide will be removed. Serine dehydrogenase or PLP to form that is a ethanol amine. This is the ethanol and this is the amine. Ethanol amine will be formed with liberation of the carbon dioxide. This the decarbonation reactions. So far I discussed in this session that is protein metabolism, in which the general aspect of amino acid degradation, transamination, deamination, and decarbonization during with different examples, with different methods I have discussed. So I hope you have understood. Thank you.